Hello and welcome to the inaugural flight for Jack's Mac YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Slack. If you found yourself in a position where you had to say goodbye to a team, or you just want to stay in touch with an old team that you know is still using Slack, there's a really great way to do that by creating your own Slack workspace. And when we're done, your old team or whoever you want to join your workspace just needs to add the URL as an additional workspace in their existing Slack application, and it'll just be an additional workspace in what they're already using. It's pretty easy. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is go to slack.com, and on their landing page you're going to find a tiny little link that says Get Started next to Need to Create a Workspace. Yes, we do. That's going to take you to this page that's going to ask for your email address. Now this email address, it says it has to be a work email address, but it really doesn't. It can be any email address you want. So I'm going to use my Jack's Mac email address. 107403. And what's the name of the company or team? Now, when you enter this, this is going to be the name and URL of your Slack workspace. So the way I have it now, it would be jacksmac.slack.com as the URL of my workspace. I don't necessarily want that. I might actually want an official Jack's Mac workspace at some point. So I'm going to put JM demo test. Make it really obvious it's not a real thing. Hit next, and we could be working on anything, project, campaign. Whatever you put here is actually going to end up becoming a channel in your new Slack workspace. So I'm going to put demonstrations next. So you can add any email address you want. It could be the old work email address, but it doesn't have to be. I use all my old team's personal email addresses. So we're just going to go ahead and skip this step for now. And yes, we're going to skip without inviting. There we go. We have our workspace. Now, of course, we're going to want the actual Slack client. If you want the actual Slack client, maybe you don't. Maybe you're good just going to the URL of your workspace. And if you are, then all you need to do to log into this workspace later is, let me close the web browser window, and we're going to open up a new browser window. And all you'll have to do is go to jmdemotest.slack.com or whatever the URL of your workspace is. Hit enter. There it is. And see, you can see here, demonstrations is one of the channels. Now, if you want the Slack client, which you probably do, go to slack.com downloads. This automatically detects your operating system. Go ahead and download. Once it's done, go to whatever location your files get downloaded in. On the Macs, it's generally your home folder and downloads. There's a shortcut right on the dock here. Pop that open. And while that's opening, I'll just show you. To get to your home folder, Shift Command H will actually get you right to your home folder. Hold down Shift, hold down Command, and then tap H. Gets you your home folder. That's where your downloads live. That's where all the downloads are. And you can see in there, I got Slack up at the top because I sort it by date modified. Another quick tip is if you want to go to your applications folder, Shift Command A, that will also bring up your applications folder. Quick way to navigate. Convenient arrow. Let's drag Slack over to our applications folder. All right, let's find Slack. There we go. Slide that down. That'll work right there. Or if you want, if you just open it, it'll go into little temporarily used apps. Once that's open, you can drag that over and now it'll stay forever. So let's go to Slack and we sign in. It's going to take you to the web browser. It's going to ask you for the URL of your workspace. JM demo test Hit continue. Signing you into Slack. Now here's the weird part. You didn't put in a password. You were never asked for a password for your login. You put in the email address you want to use, but you never put in a password. Later on, if you're doing certain things with your Slack account, it's going to ask you for a password, which you're not going to remember because you never made one. It's really weird. So you end up having to send yourself an email link to reset your password. You didn't do anything wrong. That's apparently how it's designed. And I've had to reset my password on Slack a few times. So not really sure what's up with that. But here we go. Here we have Slack, and we are in the new JM demo test workspace that we've got. Now at this point, if you want to email your friends and send them an invitation, here's where you say invite people, and you can just go to town and put in all the email addresses. That's the end of it. And once they join, they join. You're back on Slack with your old team. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it helpful. I can't wait to show you the next one. If it helped you, I would appreciate it if you gave me a like. I would appreciate it if you subscribed, if you'd like to see what I'm going to come up with next. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.